everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we're looking at the Star Wars Titanium AT-OT. Now, this Walker was first seen in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, the AT-OT stands for All-Terrain Open Transport. Think of this as like a bus with the top cut off. As you can see, there's all seats here. Now, this was used primarily to transport ground troops, and that's basically it. Now, the only time we see one of these bad boys on the silver screen was on the planet of Felucia just before Order 66 is given. So it was very brief, but I always liked it, and when I found out Titanium made one, I had to grab it. So this particular ship is a little under 3 3/4 inches in length, which is nice. As you can see, it fills up that base, and it goes well with the ATTE. So that's pretty awesome. So we do have a lot to cover today. We're going to look at the mold, the paint, put on a stand, compare it, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. Alright, kicking this review off, let's begin by looking at the mold, and I'll get some close-up shots in a couple seconds, but I just want to go over the main parts of the ship. We have our cockpit. These two sticks right here, those are the two medium laser cannons. We have our neck, nice armor and plating panels coming down here for the main armored body. Up at the top, we have a nice floor, control panel, tons of seats to hold the clone troopers. In the aft section, we have a nice walkway and two laser cannons in the back. Underneath the ship, we have two screws holding it together. Copyright crap, some decent detailing. Now these legs, there are 8 of them, and they all move forward and back. So if you really wanted to, you could get in some different poses. And then right here, we can see all this great detail. And that's nice. The ones with the black wash look better, as you can see. Really makes the detail pop. But awesome job. So let's get a closer look. Alright, having a nice closer look, we can see that cockpit. Nice detailing on there. Very angled and recessed. We have our neck, which looks like an AT-AT neck, except it's rectangle. Pretty neat. Nice detailing in front. Pretty sick. We have our guns here, very nice. I think they came out decent. Let's look at the detailing right here. We can see our little control panel there. Oop, little hair. Get that crap out of there. There we go. We can see the floor, the seats. Very nice. I like that a lot. We have detailing on the walls as well. Pretty sick, right? And then we have our walkway, our laser cannons in the back. And then let's look at the armor going around. Pretty sharp. I think that came out decent. You can see our seam line here. But we got two little, looks like doorways right there. Panels. And it's the same on this side. It's mirrored. But awesome job on here. And I like this section. I don't know why. Just like very insect to me. Like one of those beetles with the horns on the top. Pretty nice. Now for the bottom, you can see all the hidden details underneath here. Fantastic stuff. Really impressive. Now for the legs, they're all identical, as you can see. We have all these little hinges and whatnot. Very cool. And the pads are very detailed. Now all these, you can see this little piece right here. They each have one. The legs would actually bend there. And that's how this would go lower to the ground. And that way all the troops could just walk off. So that's pretty awesome. So anywho, great looking vessel. I'm very happy with this. And that basically does it for the detailing. So now, let's take a look at the paint. Alright, looking at the paint, we have about 8 different colors, and they all work perfectly with this. The first color we have is a nice gray. Then we have dark gray for the bottoms of the pads of the feet, tips of the guns, these sections, which I guess we could say are windows to the walker on the cockpit. This nice, it looks like almost like a leopard print here. Yeah, I know it's wear and tear. But that looks great, and that's on both sides. So that's pretty sharp. And then the floor of the craft is painted a nice dark gray. Now, besides that, we have black, and that is right here on the feet, which came out pretty decent. And then one little tiny dot right here by the control panels. So that's awesome. Now next, we have the maroon. And if you've been watching my reviews, you know I love the Republic maroon color. And that's right here on the shoulders. It's on the guns on these sections. And that's on both sides. And then my favorite part, on top of the cockpit here. Look at that detail. Impressive. And look at this paintwork. We have like a checker on top. And then look at the thin strips of gray on there. That is fantastic. Nice job on there. Makes you feel like you got your money's worth. Excellent. Now, besides the maroon, we also have an olive green for all these seats. And they are all painted on here. That is magnificent. Great job there. And we're still not done. We have little black and white Republic symbols, which are all over the thing. And they came out decent. I believe they are some sort of decal. Then we have an airbrush, which is basically like a darkish gray to black. And you can see it right here how it's white. And then it goes to, well, I should say light. And then it gets a little darker here. And you can see little tiny airbrushing going around here. It's very strong on this side. See how it's light here and then dark? Now, on top of that, we have a black wash. And you can see it heavy on the legs and the back walkway right here. That is fantastic. So many different colors on here. Now, the white is also on the main guns here. Now, it looks a little yellowish on mine, but it is white. And that's on both guns. And that basically does it for the paint. So now let's put this bad boy on a stand, compare it, and then we'll be done. Now, just like most titanium ground vehicles, it comes with a cool stand. And basically you just put it on like so, and you're good to go. And now for a little size comparison with the AT-OT. I have it next to the AT-TE, also from the titanium line, and they go very well together. They're both Clone Wars Republic era ships, so they complement each other very well. And then lastly over here we have the brand new Black Series 6-inch Ray, and hats off to Hasbro. Great articulation, great accessories and detail, and they have that new paint technology for the face. So it looks just like Daisy Ridley, and I am very happy. Great figure, awesome vehicles. So that does it today for my review of the Star Wars Titanium AT-OT. Now, the all-terrain open transport first appeared in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and this particular model comes in a little under 3 3/4 inches in length, which is pretty nice. So why do I like it? First of all, the detail is very impressive. And I'm not talking about the legs and the 30-something seats up here, but I'm talking about the finer details, the armor, all these angles and panels. Little recesses here and there, lines, especially the neck and the head, and this section right here. Just fantastic. They really did a lot of work on this model. Now, second is the paint. We have a ton of colors on here. I said 8, but it's more like 9 or 10 when you combine everything. I think it is an awesome job and a testament to how good Hasbro could be at painting these ships. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, the black wash isn't really equal on all the legs, which is true. I will agree with you on that. They could have done a better job with the legs. And speaking of those legs, the fact that all of them have articulation and all 8 can move is pretty cool. Now, if you're looking to buy this bad boy, I recommend eBay or Amazon and shop around. The prices do vary a lot on these guys. So I recommend this ship for anybody who's a fan of the Republic, the Clone Wars, Walkers. This thing is awesome. So that's everything I have to say about this ship. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, hit that like button. And if you would like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.